Top 10 Manhwa Manhua, where the OPMC has invincible god or demon level powers. Hey yo guys, it's First Anime here back with another brand new top 10s. And in today's video, we will talk about top 10 Manhwa or Manhua where the OPMC has invincible god or demon level powers. But before we begin the video, take some time to subscribe to us as we are sure to bring more hot top 10s just for you guys. So, for now, let's get off with the video, starting off with our number 10 from the list. 10. Extraordinary Evolution. Ming-He, a young man with hidden supernatural powers. But his power is the most useless power of dust rank. Cycling on a deserted highway on his way home, a catastrophe named Goddess hits Ming-He. And after meeting Ming-He, it becomes a possessed spirit. The goddess gave Ming-He a powerful and extraordinary superpower. His original trash superpower got an unexpected buff, and with that, Ming-He became the strongest human. Step by step, he slowly discovered the truth behind the universe's power. This manhwa is super addictive. The pacing of the story is a bit slow, which makes the overall experience even more better. The fight scenes are well detailed and the characters have some personality to them. I highly recommend giving this a try. 9. The Rebirth of an 8th Circle Wizard. Henry Morris. Our MC was an 8th Circle Wizard who was a legend of one of the founding fathers who helped his friend become the king of a unified empire. After the son took over the throne, Henry was executed with the false accusation of leading a rebellion against the empire. He then wakes up in the body of young Henry Morris, the eldest of a baron family, who also happened to have the same name. Henry turns his life around by again relearning magic and also swordsmanship in order to become the first magic swordsman, all for the sake of revenge. 8. Infinite Apostles and 12 Wargirls. Liu Z, the main protagonist of Infinite Apostle and 12 Wargirls. He is considered to be mightiest apostle and possesses the subrequisite infinite as veneration towards his abilities. When under his human guise and identity, he uses the name Yu, so that humans cannot discern his identity as an apostle. He can manipulate hellfire, which is a flame of a reddish-purple tinge that humans can never use. He is currently in the human world to look for a wife, and is inconspicuously trying to blend in with as much congruence as possible due to consternation that humans will either fear or worship him, which he does not want. He utilizes 9 seals of Hellfetter and conceal his powers, which he could release at any time he wishes. 7. The Strong Man from the Mental Hospital. A world where evil creatures are gradually rampaging. However, the evil creatures are strong. They all disappear after this mental hospital, and even without dignity, they are reduced to ingredients and pets. This is the Green Mountain Mental Hospital, where talents are abundant and strong people are surrounded. In this regard, the seriously ill Lin Fan, who is carrying the system, said, "I am definitely not a mental patient. I am a normal person who likes to cultivate. Usually it is touching the socket, climbing a high voltage box, thunder days standing on the rooftop of the heavens and dancing a sick method." 6. The Dark Magician transmigrates after 66,666 years. Diablo Volpier, a powerful dark mage, was defeated and sealed away in a battle against the 12 gods. He finally wakes up from his sleep 66,666 years later. However, in the body of a newborn baby, Jamie Wilson. 9 years later, with a fraction of power he once held and with the loving family and peaceful environment he is now surrounded by, Jamie plans to exact revenge against the 12 gods that had sealed him away. 5. Seoul Station Druid. People started being teleported to other worlds when the world began to change. The protagonist was transported to a world with many monsters and no humans. In that jungle, many powerful monsters lived. He tried to flee at first, but slowly he became comfortable with living in that jungle. The protagonist was eventually accepted into a wolf tribe. He had lived in that world for 1,000 of years before he was teleported back to Earth. It was then that he was told that only 10 years had passed on Earth. This is a manga like Solo Leveling. He has a system that is filled with errors, so he was deemed as F-rank hunter. This isn't even the right qualification to be called a hunter. So far, it's an awesome plot with a typical premise. The characters are well-rounded, enjoying it so far. If you like solo leveling, you will get the hang of this too. 4. The Constellation That Returned from Hell. The Constellation That Returned from Hell is an action manga, manhwa, or manhua about a guy named Yeon Shung Choi, the first human to become a celestial. He goes off to train in the abbeys to stop other celestials from shallowing Earth whole. Personally, I said this is a great manga. Good reincarnation type reluctant OP manga so far. Reluctancy has clear reasoning to it. Introducing the world's characters was great. I really enjoyed it. A good mix of comedy and action, and it's worth reading. 3. Seoul Stations Necromancer. When former high school student Kang Woo-jin finds himself returned back to Earth after being forcibly summoned to a foreign planet for 20 years, he soon finds that Earth is not the same normal place as he once remembered it to be. With his former strength and age reset back to zero, watch Kang Woo-jin as he gets back onto the path to becoming the Earth's strongest necromancer. It's a pretty good manga with a pretty good flow. I would definitely recommend this one to you all. 2. The Lone Necromancer. Imagine if the world suddenly turned into an RPG and you must pick a job in a short limited time without doing research. This is that kind of story where the MC has to use his skills and job to the fullest to survive. Xianggu is a former Special Forces soldier who has returned to college after completing his national service. His ordinary life as a student is shattered during class one day when he and his fellow students are faced with a mysterious prompt asking them to select a role. Xianggu chooses the Necromancer, a rare ability that grants him the power to control the undead. With the campus and outside world seemingly on the brink of collapse, Xianggu must use his newfound powers to battle fearsome monsters and help his fellow students. Overall, I highly recommend that you read this since it has a lot of potential. And finally, number 1. Ranker Who Lives a Second Time. When our MC Yuan Woo's brothers disappeared years ago, he was devastated to learn of his death. As he copes with his loss, but then he is given a pocket watch and learns there is more to his brother's death. He was betrayed while competing in the Tower of the Sun God. Now, it's Yuan Woo's turn to use the knowledge his brother left him behind. Now, Yuan Woo is against the obstacle to navigate that world and gain enough power and experience to reach the top of the tower, defeating his brother's enemies and all those who stand in his way. The story follows an MC whose main objective is revenge. The MC is so interesting that it makes you want to keep reading his story. The story is more focused on the MC than the world around him or other characters. The MC isn't overpowered in the beginning. He actually becomes OP because of his training and choices. He also has an upper hand due to him almost having a manual on where to go to get legendary equipment. As the story keeps on going, the more fame and attraction our MC gets. But his skills develop and get more OP weapons and equipment, which makes up for it. So, this is it for today's top 10. Make sure you watch the full video, and if you enjoyed watching, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe for us for more awesome content. Also head to the comment section and let us know which one of these is your favorite manhwa. Also, if you guys have any suggestions regarding the video, place it down in the comment section down below. We will be meeting soon while we present with another top 10s. Until then, see ya!